Oh dear. I am coming to you all with some bad news apparently, because according to Farm Ireland, veganism is a passing fad and will only last 2 to 3 years. This is a claim coming from the Dairy Council, so I don't know, y'all. It seems as though our days as vegans are numbered. Here we have a picture of a smiling, happy woman with a forced looking smile, quite frankly, as she's pouring herself a glass of milk. And this is the Dairy Council chief, Zoe Kavanaugh. And she has a lot to say about plant based milks and the vegan industry in general. So the vegan trend will only last 2 to 3 more years, according to Zoe Kavanaugh. This is her prediction. In January, there was a 40% increase in sales of plant based foods in Ireland, but Ms. Kavanagh believes that the expense involved with the vegan diet means that it is a movement that is already halfway through its life cycle. Now, I'm not sure what that means. Is the life cycle of veganism only 6 years? Does she think there were never vegans before 6 years ago? Does she think people like Dr. Ellsworth Wareham have not been vegan for decades? I'm not sure, but according to her, we are about to end veganism. This is her belief. I don't think it's forever, she says. We all know people who have tried the vegan diet but have dropped it because it's too expensive and there are too many restrictions, she said. Well, as for expense, I have considerably saved money since going vegan. There's nothing cheaper than rice, beans, potatoes. Add your veggies, your fruits. You can get a lot of things on good discount prices. You do not have to be buying Beyond Meat patties and Beyond Meat sausages or vegan cheeses. Those are the things that really add up. Even when it comes to plant-based milks, the prices are comparable, so that is not an issue either. In recent years, vegans have used the month of January to promote a plant-based diet through the Veganuary campaign, and dairy farmers have used February to promote the industry through Febudairy. Ms. Kavanaugh warned that campaigns like Febudairy aren't the answer to combating myths surrounding dairy, and that the industry needs to promote the benefits of dairy all year round. According to Stephen O'Leary of Olitico social media monitoring team, February has been mentioned on Twitter over 65,000 times in the last month. And if any of you follow any of the tweets about February, you know that probably for every dairy mentioned February promoting scenario, you have 9 anti-dairy February hashtags from vegans. The danger with Veganuary and February is that it will turn into a tit-for-tat debate, says Ms. Kavanaugh. We have to remember, if it was a true debate, we would win hands down every day of the week. The dairy industry has to set its own agenda and take the lead. Very, very interesting comment from her. I'm wondering what leads her to believe they would win hands down every day of the week. People are becoming really aware of the fact that dairy is meant for calves. Just as human milk is meant for our babies, just as dog's milk is meant for their puppies, just as zebra milk is meant for baby zebras, rat milk meant for baby rats, so on and so on and so on, cow's milk is meant for their calves. So what is the winning that they're doing? Dairy is the one product that's loaded with more saturated fat and cholesterol, leading to obesity largely. This is why there are many vegetarians who, before cutting out dairy and cheese, are still overweight. Now, that's not to say there aren't any overweight vegans. We can all be overweight, but dairy is a huge contributor to obesity. It's also a huge contributor to some autoimmune disorders. Anyway, the article goes on to say that the NDC will launch a campaign in May to target young and questioning consumers. We all know you got to get them while they're young, as we were gotten while we were young, to believe certain things that were not true. When people tell you things over and over again, you believe them as fact, and only as you get older and you question, well, wait a minute, if I'm nursing as a mom and this is my milk meant for my baby, then wait a minute. How come cow's milk is meant for humans and not calves? You start to make the connection. More and more people are making the connection. A spokesperson for Go Vegan World said veganism is not a fad or diet. It is not restrictive or expensive, and it is not something that can be tried out and discarded. I know that when I was buying steaks, ground beef, chicken, it cost me a lot more money to buy those things. And those are highly subsidized. Dairy is highly subsidized. It is not thriving. It is going to be the first of the animal agriculture industries to go down. It's already going down quite substantially because people are making the connection and because there are so many other plant-based milks. There's soy milk, but if you don't like soy milk, there's almond milk. If you don't like almond milk, there's hemp milk. If you don't like hemp milk, there's oat milk. There's rice milk. There are so many other non-dairy milks out there. Coconut milk has been around for thousands and thousands of years. The dairy industry is, I don't know. Anyone who believes, as this poor woman Zoe Kavanaugh does, that veganism is going anywhere is delusional. People have been vegan for thousands of years. There have always been vegans. It's just that it's a movement now, and that's why it's under attack. It's growing. Products are growing every day. More and more vegan products are out there. A&W is adopting more vegan products. Big restaurants, store chains, Greg's in the UK with the vegan sausage roll. We are not going anywhere. Veganism is not going anywhere. And what do you guys think about this? It really is very clear the dairy industry is fighting back. We know they were suing Miyoko. They're suing the vegan cheese company in the UK. They are spitting mad because they know they are going down and they are fighting hard. All right, guys, that's all for now. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in the next video.